Good morning, you guys. Another beautiful morning this morning. Pretty early, we are getting started. This hangar is getting a little bit full, you guys. Let me just show you around here for a second. So, we're cramming in 3 Cabris and an R44, and that R66 is in for maintenance, and then that's our R66 right there. Woo! It's getting a little tight. We need more space. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, I'm going to take you guys along on my second flight with Thor today. And so I'll, Braden as well, I guess. I don't know. I'll just see what happens today. Take you guys along. Morning, Cam. Hello. Everybody say hi to Cam. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, so I think we're just going to go out exploring a little bit. Thor is originally from Iceland, and he has been living in Germany for the last 10 years. He started his flight training over there. He's got about 40 hours, and so now he's come over here to do his commercial license. He's going to go back and use those 40 hours to convert back to his EASA license. So he's over here doing his course, and we're just going to have a lot of fun because he already has 40 hours of experience, but yet he's still doing a 100-hour course. So we're going to get lots of opportunities to do long lining and all sorts of fun things. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Braden is a commercial fixed-wing pilot. He works up in Squamish, and so he's doing a 60-hour conversion to go from his fixed-wing commercial to his helicopter commercial. So it's kind of opposite ends of the spectrum because now he's got to condense his whole course down into 60 hours. So that's kind of fun as well. Yeah, so let's get going on today. Get the helicopters outside and get this thing started. So everybody, this is Thor. He's just going through his checklist right now, and he's done a few flights in the Cabri. How many hours do you have total in the Cabri?
After yesterday, approximately 35, I'd say.
35, okay, perfect. Yeah, so he's fairly comfortable with it, so he's just going through his startup checklist right now, and then we'll get going. All right, so we navigated our way. We're just doing introduction to diversions here. So we navigated our way up to the north end of Stave Lake, and this is looking good. Maybe a little bit early on our crosswind turn here, but that's fine. We've got lots of runway there to go to, and we're just doing a few circuits right now onto the Stave Strip. So this is looking pretty good. I like how you kept your speed up a little bit more on this one.
I was working on it.
Yep, that's good. And then this time, maybe we'll land kind of mid-runway, so a little further than we did last time, just because we're a little bit closer than we came in on last time.
Okay.
This is nice. And we just saw on takeoff over here, I'll show you guys in a minute, there's some elk that were roaming into the woods there. So that's kind of cool seeing that. So let's slow down that descent rate. We're coming in a bit fast. Forward cyclic, raising the power, forward cyclic. So you don't want to come in too quick on that descent like that because you don't have a loaded rotor disc. You're not, you don't actually have a good quality idea of how much power you're going to use to slow down the helicopter. And that could potentially lead to settling with power if you come in too fast like that. So what we want to see on the next one is more forward cyclic, raising the collective early, extending it out. We've got lots and lots and lots of runway there to use. So extending out maybe further into the middle of the runway. And then that way we can do more shallow, gradual approach and landing. Okay. Let's go ahead and land here whenever you're ready. Nice. Little seating check. That's good.
Okay.
Awesome. Let's go for another one.
All right. We'll take her off and do a pedal turn.
Okay. Sounds good. Do takeoff checks.
Yep. No warnings, no cautions, everything is in the green. I have enough fuel and copy this on auto.
Good.
Right.
Yeah, a little more right pedal there.
Yep. Okay. Do a pedal turn to the left.
Yep. Tail's looking good on your
Here on my side.
Excellent. So we're looking back here for traffic, and I don't see anybody. No airplanes.
Checking for bears.
Yeah, checking for bears, elk, everything we can possibly have in our way.
Right, so
Alright.
Taking off?
Yep. So nice and gentle on the takeoff. And then we want to go through translation. We want to accelerate to about 50 knots. And then just gently let the nose come up. Only enough to keep 50 knots. You kind of want to maintain that. There you go, that's 50, that's nice. Oh, that's a good takeoff, I like that.
That's a nice climb out. If you needed to, you could use a couple more % on the power, but I think we're okay. Good, we'll start that right-hand turn. See if we can see a couple more of the elk. There's actually a heron. See the heron in the top of that tree right there?
Yeah, I can see it.
Flapping
Wow.
his wings right now.
Wow.
And then looks like those elk have disappeared into the woods now.
Yeah, hiding in the trees. But we
Yeah.
saw them.
We saw them.
They were definitely
That's all
there.
that matters, yeah. Very
Okay,
cool.
turning into my downwind here.
Okay, sounds good. Cool, something I was just thinking about when I was talking to you guys this morning, I forgot that Braden's actually not going to be flying today. He's coming back on Tuesday to fly again, so he'll be gone for a couple days. He's still actually working, finishing up a contract in Squamish, doing his fixed wing flying up there. He's working for a tour company, doing tours up there, so he won't actually be around today. So you guys will get to see him next week, but that's cool. We're going to follow Thor into this approach here and see if we can get this one just perfect. So that's looking nice. That's a good distance away. That's good.
Working on maintaining my speed.
Yep. And something that we were talking about when we first arrived here is just the difference between the sun and shade and the huge shadows that it casts. So you guys can see right now, just massive illumination kind of reflecting off the bubble, makes it hard to see. And then just up against the mountain, it's just so dark. So we have to be really cautious that we're not going to fly too close up to any terrain. We have to be really mindful of where that terrain is. So this is good. They'll start slowing down, descending. Going to get a nice descent started. So keep the power coming down for now. And then what you want to do is draw this nice 45-degree zip line. So you see where the shadow is on the runway right now?
Yep.
So raise the collective forward cyclic, raise the collective forward cyclic. There you go. So you see where the large shadow is?
Yep.
That's where we're going to aim for, okay?
In the distance there.
Yeah, kind of in the middle of the runway, halfway between here and the end.
Yep.
And so that's, if we have something like that visually in mind, then we can work with our cyclic and collective to make sure that we actually reach that spot, right? So kind of right after where those logs and everything are on the right side.
Yeah.
So a little more forward cyclic, there you go. That's nice. Keep working your way in slowly. You want to keep that descent going, but you don't want it to go too quickly. But you see the difference here now? You see how your power is already up at 76%? Keep going a little more forward cyclic, there you go. So right now you have a loaded rotor disc, meaning your power is already up. You know how much you're going to be using before you even get in there and finish off and be fully committed to that landing, right? That's how we avoid settling with power.
Okay.
Awesome. And that's nice. We'll just keep the eyes up.
Take her down.
Yep. Down she goes. Beautiful. Very nice. So it's actually been since last October since Thor's actually flown a Cabri, so it's been a while. So we're just kind of shaking all the rest off and everything, but he's doing fantastic. I think he's almost ready to go solo here.
Wow, nice.
not today, but in a little while. We got to give him a few hours anyways.
I have to finish my piece there first.
Yes, exactly. A little bit of paperwork to do, but anyways, so we're gonna go to a different spot. We can go ahead and take off this way, and we'll go ahead and climb out, and we'll head north.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Just a little explanation of what settling with power is all about and what it actually looks like. Awesome flight today. Poor Thor. His brain is frying right now. That was a pretty long one. I think we did about an hour and 45 minutes there or something.
It was a quick flight.
So it was really good. Lots of new things for him. Flying in this kind of terrain, he's been flying mostly in Germany, and so lots of new terrain, lots of new things to be thinking about. But I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for a few minutes of it anyways, and we'll talk to you on the next one maybe later this week. See ya.